My name is Clayton Dukes, CEO and founder of LogZilla. In today's short webinar, I'm going to show you just how easy it is to install LogZilla's network event orchestration platform. We designed this in order to solve a lot of the problems that I saw personally as an engineer in the last 25 years on both NetOps and SecOps side. Number one is the ability to ingest data at high scale. Number two is the ability to enrich that data. And number three is to orchestrate the resolution. For starters, with ingest, a lot of software out there claims to be scalable, but what they really mean is that if you put 100 servers on it, then it scales out. But that doesn't make their software scalable. So one of the first things we did was to redesign what scale should actually mean. The end goal being to lower your total cost of ownership. So if I'm designing a solution that's a terabyte a day, 10 terabytes a day, 20 terabytes a day, and at 10 terabytes, I've got to have 250 servers to do it. Now I've got a large planning process. I've got people to employ. I've got engineers involved and a whole slew of things, right? When I could have just done this on a single box and had it up and running in a few minutes. The second part of this was the ability to enrich data, right? We have connections out there. We know everything that's going on. We've got inventory systems or a CMDB. Why not grab that information the second that the event comes in and enrich the event with that information? Things like where the device is, who owns the device, what's the SLA on it? If it's a WAN circuit, what's the circuit ID? Who's the service provider? All of these things come into play, and they take time to find out for people to do it. Finally, the ability to orchestrate the resolution. As engineers, we've seen this problem before. We saw it last week and fixed it, the week before, the month before. So if we know how to do that, why don't we just do it a second after it happens? In LogZilla, when we talk about real time, we mean real time. It tracks everything with millisecond accuracy. One of the other focal points for us in making the product was the ability to do it simply for users. As a product owner, I want to purchase a product and have it installed and become a user of that product. I don't want to be an engineer of that product for the next year or 2 years. Some of the sample use cases for LogZilla, being able to track authentication failures, quarantining bad actors, mitigating errors and closing doors for hackers, eliminating noise, to locate actual problems. Most of us spend our day looking at billions of logs when in fact what you should be able to do is pare that down to human consumable events of 20 or 30 that you actually need to see. Finally, ensuring network integrity and compliance, alerting and abating ransomware. If a user clicks on a bad email, a DLL gets written, a registry gets edited, the network starts getting scanned. Fine, cut them off the network until somebody can get there instead of waiting for the ransomware to spread. Reversing unauthorized changes. Not everybody respects change controls, so a cowboy engineer gets in and makes a change and you just back it out a second later. And then finally, improving that incident response time. This is key. This is that lowering that mean time to restore services. And this is where a lot of companies lose money because once it gets to the human, that process slows down drastically. So how long should it take to install a product like this or any of the other products out there that are maybe somewhat similar, at least in terms of logging? Should it take me months to do or weeks to do? Should it take minutes to do? How about seconds? Should it take seconds to do? So let's take a look at an installation of LogZilla. You can just go to our website, grab this curl command. You're going to paste that into the shell of your server. The only prerequisite here is, of course, Docker. LogZilla is Docker-based. Once you paste that command, it's going to automatically go out, grab all of the containers that it needs, put everything together for you, and configure the system and get it up and running. It'll download a demo license. It's fully operational, unlimited license for 9 days. Of course, if you need more, you can work with your account manager and get more time on that. You'll notice some of the modules have -1. Each module can handle about 50,000 events per second. It'll auto scale out to multiple modules if you have the resources available in your server to do so. 50,000 events per second is quite a bit. So you can see it's already done installing. We'll go check the server that we just installed it on. The default login is just admin with a password of admin. And once you click accept, you'll put your name in, your company name. This will register your license to you and your phone number. And then once you have that, you're done. You're going to log in. Now, if you're already sending events to LogZilla, that's it. You're done. If not, go configure your routers, switches, firewalls, IDS, IPS, servers, laptops, whatever, doesn't matter. We can accept anything. It's completely vendor agnostic. So that was extremely difficult. Now we'll go ahead and manage our network and security systems the way that they should be. So pretty simple to do. Thank you, everyone, and I hope you're all staying safe and healthy.